All right, welcome to the new level edition of our program called the Nigeria History of how Nigeria became a republic. But we did onto the book with the title Nigeria History, Social and Environmental Education. Last episode, we talked plenty about our Nigeria history. But this time around, we will talk about other facts about Nigeria and developmental stages of Nigeria and the evolution of the rulers and constitution of Nigeria. My name is Diplomatic Akano. I'm the host of the program, so welcome. And we're there with the author of the book, the person of Dr. Patricia Wudhiga Ogbonnaya, JP. I greet you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Akas. And welcome our positive-minded audience.
Yeah, our positive-minded audience, welcome to the good and beautiful edition, because today we will look at other facts about Nigeria and developmental stages of Nigeria and the evolution of the rulers and the constitution of Nigeria. Now we will look at today for today's episode. Alright, so now what will begin from that level, talking about the development stages of Nigeria, how everything will happen onto for us to get the name and also answer the name Nigeria to also achieve our independence as a country, Nigeria.
Okay, thank you. So let's go to page 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, here we will learn the real history of Nigeria. How we move from one stage
to another stage.
Yeah. So that we can appreciate the labors of our heroes.
Yes.
Like we said in the other episode, Nigeria is an agglomeration of independent, formerly independent kingdoms and empires. They were very strong economically, religiously, had beautiful cultural and traditional ways of doing things, but God decided we should come together so that we can become the largest country with the largest concentration of black people in the world. Nowhere like Nigeria.
Yeah.
So let's go at that.
Okay. So, but before we continue and talk about how Nigeria started, or how we did start our history or our movement or as a country or where they call Nigeria, let's look at first of all the black people, which is I think Nigeria is the largest black people in Africa. So let's first of all look at the languages we have in Nigeria. Then also the estimated people that we have as population in Nigeria when Nigeria actually came as a country in Africa.
Well, the languages in Nigeria, we have estimated 521 languages.
Oh, 521.
521.
Okay.
It's an estimate.
Okay.
But I see discovering some persons from somewhere. So the population now they are saying 200 persons, 250, whatever. Well,
200 million.
Million people.
Yes.
So it's not less than say 200.
Okay.
Yeah. But the first census in this in Nigeria, we see it here. It's part of the
Okay.
we see when the first census was conducted.
Okay.
So from then till now, we can say from media that we have about 200. Okay. Some are saying it's more than that. But whatever be it, Nigeria has a strong populational strength that we can use to our country.
Okay, so now I'm going to look at the developmental stages of Nigeria, starting from the colonial
masters. How they come home?
How did they come?
We did our own.
Our own.
In 1861,
yeah.
these people arrived. They arrived Lagos. Lagos was the first part of Nigeria to be conquered by the colonial master.
Okay.
And they annexed it by the British people.
Okay.
In 1862, Lagos was declared a colony, a crown colony of the British Empire, and the first colonial constitution in Nigeria was introduced. Now this is the plan and the project.
Okay.
1872, the first indigenous members of the ruling council emerged, and these were first-class chiefs and few educated African elders. In 1885, the coastal consulates, as on Lagos, Calabar, all those whatever they say, coastal consulate and its immediate hinterland were converted into the Oil Rivers Protectorate. 1886, the Royal Niger Company was granted the Royal Charter. The grant company, right to this company, Royal Niger, to administer independent kingdoms. Can you imagine the insult? Kingdoms that were strong on their own, they don't give one company. They come and be administering. It now became the lord of all of them. May God help us. 1886, the Royal Niger Company was granted the Royal Charter. 1888, Lokoja and its frontier had also come under the political and administrative powers of the British. And in the north, Lokoja was the first to this thing, and from Lokoja they began to annex others. In 1891, the coastal consulate and its immediate environment were declared the Oil Rivers Protectorate with headquarters at Calabar, which is the Calabar begin with. In 1893, the Oil Rivers Protectorate transformed into the Niger Coast Protectorate. This represented the present eastern Nigeria. In 1897-1898, the frontiers of Lagos, and in fact all the Yoruba land, have come under the influence of the British political administration, administrative rule, and were all attached to Lagos colony, representing the present western Nigeria. By this time also, the three distinct blocks of the British territory in Nigeria have emerged. The Nigerian northern Nigerian territory was declared the protectorate of the northern Nigeria under the colonial secretary. 1998, the name Nigeria was suggested by Dame Flora Lois Shaw, a British journalist who later became the wife of Sir Frederick Lugar and was from then unknown as Lady Lugar.
Okay, so now this part is very, very interesting. Like you said, in the history of Nigeria, the name Nigeria was suggested by this person named Dame Flora Louis Shaw. Okay, she was the person that suggested the name.
And accepted it. She was a journalist.
Okay.
They respected her. A woman who suggested her. So Nigeria government making her respect us more. They cannot push her. The name Nigeria.
That
is it. This nation. You tell you God has a place.
Now woman has suggested the name
That
Nigeria.
is it, and it's granted. We saw it that time too. The national anthem was again composed by a woman. Composed by a woman, written by a woman, composed by a woman. I beg.
Okay.
Right. Then 1900, the Royal Niger Company, the charter that was that company that was given right to administer Nigeria, the charter was withdrawn, and Nigeria at this time became directly, came under the direct rule or administrative rule of the Britons. Before it was indirect rule, the company came and this, but now no more. So the orders were coming from Britain, from their headquarters there. No more this thing. Nigeria was at this time divided into three distinct regions. We have the Lagos colony. We have the protectorate of southern Nigeria. We have the protectorate of northern Nigeria. So this was at this time now the British government was directly administering Nigeria as their own. In 1906, Lagos colony was merged with the southern Nigeria protectorate. Some people they call it province. To form a new colony and protectorate of southern Nigeria. So we have Lagos colony and protectorate of southern Nigeria. That is the name. In 1913, the Nigerian Council was introduced for the southern and northern protectorate only. Lagos colony was excluded, and the role of the council was purely advisory. All resolutions passed were by the Governor General. The council met once a year to listen to the governor's address concerning the colony of Lagos and Protectorate. Na re-colonization na we dey. They just gather them once a year and begin to rule out. If you like advice, if you don't like it concern you, the advice to take. So 1914 anyway, the Protectorate of Northern Nigeria and the new Southern Protectorate were amalgamated or merged to become the colony and Protectorate of Nigeria. So North and Southern Protectorate are merged together. Lagos are joined them now. Yes, under one person now, the Governor General, Sir Frederick Lugar, who also became the first Governor General of Nigeria, a position he held till 1919. The activities enumerated above brought Nigeria under the absolute control of the administration of the British Empire. Now, when I'm talking about, we are right inside it. Absolute control.
We don't enter.
We enter well. So that is where we would appreciate the heroes, the Lagos. Because for them to now, how did they come out of it? It takes boldness, faith and boldness.
Yes. And courage.
19, Sir Clifford arrived in Nigeria to assume duty as the second Governor General and rule up to 1925. 1922, Nigeria set up its Legislative Council. 1925, Sir Graham Thompson assumed duty as the third Governor General of Nigeria and ruled up to 31. 1931, Donald Cameron assumed duty as the fourth Governor General, ruled up to 1935. 1935, Sir Bernard Bodilon assumed duty as the fifth and ruled up to 1943. 1943, Sir Arthur Richard assumed duty as the sixth.
I think we didn't talk about it in 1939.
Okay, 1939, Southern Nigeria was broken into Western and Eastern region.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the Southern Nigeria. That's why I have now the Western and the Eastern
West,
region.
South and
Yes,
Eastern region.
West and South.
Okay.
No, West and East. You know, South came.
Yes, we now have the West and the East.
Yes. So we have the North, we have the West, we have the East. Now, 1943, Arthur assumed duty as the sixth Governor General and ruled up to 1948. 1943, the first two unofficial Africans were appointed into the Executive Council. When they go there, go sit down now. If you read the history, this one I just summarize the table.
Yeah.
They say, some of them never hear English.
Yeah.
So they just put them there, they just look. When they finish, they go from what? Or you put they saw themselves. 1948, Sir John Macpherson assumed duty as the seventh Governor General of Nigeria and ruled up to 1954. In 1950, the first All-African Constitution Conference was held in January 11. This is very important because it was the conferences that brought that the independence.
Okay.
They will go for conference like in 1914, Jonathan instituted a conference which I was
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was conferences during the conferences that Nigerian independence was discussed.
Okay.
So the very first one was 1950 in Ibadan.
Okay, the first conference.
First conference.
1950.
Yeah, 1950.
Okay.
And it was held in Ibadan, January in Ibadan.
Okay.
1955, Sir James Robertson assumed duty as the eighth and the last Governor General of Nigeria and ruled up to 1960. 1957, because of those conferences, 1957, Abubakar Tafawa was elected the first Prime Minister of Nigerian Federation under the British administration. They were just trying us. And I don't talk in better, can you handle yourself? So 1957, they conducted the election, but it was strictly under the administration of the British. 1958, Robertson, the Governor General of Nigeria, ruled in 1960. So in 1960, Nigeria gained finally. They granted us independence, and Abubakar retained his position. Zik, 1960, also assumed duty as the first indigenous governor general. So all the governor general were now Oyibo.
Okay.
So now when they granted us that fake independence, I call them fake because when we now discuss the republic next episode, you will know why I said fake. Because they were still ruling Nigeria. Yeah. So I put something there. You may ask, why did I put the age of Tafawa? Tafawa was born 1912, died 1966. And is somebody who was born 1912, 1966, and in the midst of all this to fro to talk about independence, that sacrifice. Please, Nigerians, we didn't get our independence on the platter. Some people sacrificed. So when we said let positive mind come, let's discuss this inheritance that God and our forefathers have given us. It is because of the sacrifice they made. No matter the challenges, let's not think about destroying it. Let our mind always go to how to amend it and how to move forward. Zeke on his own, Zeke was born 1904, died 1996. Again, you will see that his life was all, in the struggle. If you read Awolowo, we get to Awolowo side, the same thing. They didn't get it on a platter. So please, but they thought of one thing: how you and I, the unborn generations will get independence. It was not funny, being under the administration or the leadership of the colonial masters. So let them not laugh us. I will be able to handle yourself, please. So Akas, I think I will end there today.
Yes.
So let us end. Let's start the discussion.
Okay. So I think you grab all the whole history and you talk about how they colonized us the colonial master colonized us before we gained our independence in Nigeria. So on our next episode, we will talk about how Nigeria became a republic and also how we got our first president in Nigeria. So stay with us. But we'll also get the pictures of, on our next episode, we'll look at the pictures and names of indigenous Nigerian leaders, how they started and how it all ended to date on our next episode. And also look at the British colonial masters.
As if they want to see their faces, maybe they go buy the book.
Okay, so if you want to see the faces of them, just go buy the book. The book is Nigeria History, Social and Environmental Education. So just go get a copy of this and you get more understanding about Nigeria history, about how they colonize us before we become a country, get our independence, and also how everything will happen based on what the author of the book don't discuss about now. So these are the pictures of the Nigerian leaders, starting from Tafawa Balewa to Nnamdi Azikiwe, then also to our British colonial masters. All the pictures are here, starting from the dates and year when the business start to rule Nigeria, from the first governor to the 8th governor. So go get the book. The book is Nigeria History, Social and Environmental Education. So on our next episode we'll talk about how Nigeria became a country, how it gained our independence, how it become a republic, by our author here, the person of Dr. Patricia Wudhiga Ogbonnaya, JP, and Naira. Therefore, I may be the host of the program. So join us on the next episode next time.
The good thing about this book, these things are truly in the internet.
Yes.
But they are not assembled in one place.
In one place,
You read, if you want a quick distance, an easy research. This one has been researched and put in one place for you.
Oh, you must have one-stop shop. One-stop shop.
That is
one-stop shop. Yes, one-stop shop. So to get everything is assembled. Like you won't drive away to know about the history of Nigeria. One-stop shop. Go and get this book.
That is it.
Go and get
this thing here and that is waiting. For you to get it.
Yeah.
If I didn't research, I wouldn't have known how to get Governor General.
That
the only name we get now Lolugad. Complete within Nigeria. All of them trying and rule us.
Okay, so make your order by sending us a message on our platform on YouTube, Facebook. Just make your order. Say I need this book, and they will deliver to you sharply. On top Facebook and also Instagram. My name is Diplomatic Kakano. So on our next episode, we'll talk about how Nigeria became a republic and she will tell us more about it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Akas.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. Our positive audience,
Yeah.
and I welcome us.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. See you next episode. Bye.